Okay, spent a few hours scraping and sanding and wire brushing, and at least to get the frame dealt with. Still got to do a little work on the A-arms, but that's stuff I can do from underneath. Doesn't matter if the motor's even in when I get to them. So front's back down on the ground, ass up, start soaking and spraying. All the nuts and bolts on the tank straps and stuff. I'm gonna drop the tank. I'm sure it's probably got some holes along the seam because it's just like got like a little up swoop on the lip of the tank, and it's just full of dirt and debris. So we know she's empty, so that's not a problem there. All right, you guys, we gotta drop it anyway. Got a little soft spot right there right in the center right there. I'm gonna have to clean up and nip out and fix, and once I get the tank out of the way, I'll be able to get right in there to work on that anyway. So I mean, that's about the worst I see for any rust back underneath here. Other than that, she's pretty good and solid. All the mounts and everything, frames looking good. Alright, yeah, I got 3 points of contact. I got my blocks and my 4x4s, and got the jack under the pumpkin, so I mean, I feel pretty safe. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Front wheels are blocked. Alright, well, on to the next part of the installment of fun here. Alright, got the fuel tank pulled. Apparently we weren't getting no signal when the wires had gone off the positive hit plug here. So we'll fix that. Negative was still hooked, so yeah, I can smell the junk in this tank. We're gonna clean it up, see if it's savable. It might be too far gone. I don't know yet. We'll clean it, pressure test it. Don't look too bad up in there though. That'll definitely all clean up real nice and easy. Only had to cut one bolt. This tank really is easy to get in and out of here. Boy, I can smell the varnish. Yep, that's kind of what I would figure. When there's one hole, there's going to be a lot more thin spots, so probably just going to spend the money and get a new tank, so no big deal. Easier way to go. Yeah, well, I ain't going to screw around trying to patch, and then it's going to turn into another patch and another patch, and so forget about it. Alright, we'll just get working on the next part of the project here. Fuel tank will be less than $200, no big deal. Alright, a couple hours later, a bunch of wire brushing and hand sanding and mini wire brushing. Got the frame all pretty well cleaned up inside and out here. See across over there. Well, I still gotta get up inside above the springs there by hand, but we'll get back into that a little bit later. I mean, I got a lot of work to do under here still. See the hole there I'm gonna have to fix, so that's no big deal. We'll cut that out and we'll just butt weld the new piece in right there. And then we'll finish cleaning all this here across and get up inside here and just do everything. I mean, she's not too bad. I've seen a lot worse. Frame's good and solid. I blew it all out on the inside, so. Alright. Keep at her. She's getting there. Working on the brakes today. Got all the junk stripped up out of there. Cleaned it all up. Sprayed it with some lubricate, some really cheap garbage. It's like $1 a can, but basically it'll just kind of treat the backing plate there on the inside. It's going to drip off. I mean, I'm not going to be using it anytime soon, so I got new drums coming. So just kind of wipe it down a little bit before I put it together, and got a couple of hold down springs. I needed them on this side. Their side looks relatively nice. This side was a little rough, but it is what it is. So, gotta love these wheel cylinders. They got the 2 bolts that go in the back, so it's such a better design than those stupid C-clips. It's raining, it's snowing. Ugh. Alright, I got this side all put together. Easy cheesy. Gotta love doing these back brakes on these GMs. They're so simple. Passenger sides all put together. That's more like it. I just need to. I only got one hard line. I'm waiting for the flex line for the rear end. So I'll get the flex line, I'll get a second hard line before I run the rubber and do the hard lines out to the wheel cylinders here. So when I get those, I'll pick up the new drums. This one here, I mean, she was dragging hard. She got a real big lip on there. I mean, you can probably see that groove. So compared to the other drum, yep, I just figured cheaper to get new ones. $40 a piece, so whatever. Hopefully those are the last times I put drums on. Alright. Still waiting to hear on the fuel tank situation too. Might have to try to order one off Fleabay. We'll see what happens. Well, that looks better. That's what I like to see right there. Nice and clean and new parts. Alright, got the rubber flex line down here, and we're still waiting on one hard line. But the nice thing about doing this back one here is at least I can get right to the clip because it's right there. So that's going to be a lot easier to work on this one back here. So makes things nice. But that's a really difficult spot to get up into to get that rubber brake line switched out with the original floor pan that used to be there. So at least now I can just boom boom and get her done. Got her popped loose. It's been there a while. Alright. Just run that on up and reattach this line here. She looks pretty good. I inspected her down to the front there, so, and if it does pop, no big deal. It'll be easy to change from here to there if something does happen. The hard part's from here back and what have you, so. And I might end up still changing this one. So we'll see. Well, I was gonna do the rear gear fluid. I mean, look at that. I mean, that stuff is like brand new when I opened the plug and checked it here, so picked it out. Look at that. So we're not even gonna bother with that because apparently that's good stuff still. Alright, another small fortune on hours here. So we managed to section out this piece here, repatch it, and weld it up into the bottoms of the straps here just for the heck of it. sprayed it down real good. Pretty much cleaned up the whole bottom side underneath here. Still gotta work up there in the center a little more, but that's where we got her to anyway. We gotta do the pumpkin and clean up the springs and stuff like that, and get the middle section up here still cleaned and shot. But other than that, I didn't do the outside edges over there because I gotta patch the other one on the other side anyway. She's got a hole in it, so I'll deal with that a little bit later on. But yeah, so at least I got that piece fixed. We're happy with that. We had a big old illegal sanctuary mouse nest hiding up in there, so he's evicted and gone. That's probably why it rusted out, from the mouse nests up in here, be my guess. But and now basically I'm back down about 20 hours a week again due to the Pritzker, so no money to work on buying fuel tanks and stuff, so I've been working on that one. Got it pretty much zip back up, so at least it ain't gonna be pouring out all over the ground. I'll be able to run a half a tank, maybe a little moisture will come off it. We'll see. I ain't done screwing around with it yet. So, alright, you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hey. It's leased together. And it's painted. She's pretty well bubble gummed up together in the corner there with some welding and stuff, but you know what? Even if it does get a little bit of moisture, I'm fine with that. I mean, it's over half a tank, and it's not going to be like sloshing out freely, at least, so it'll have to do for now until I can get money. And at least the local shop guy did me a freebie on the front wheels there. I mean, those are the tires that came off the back of this car. I just had to have one of them switched on a different rim because it was catching up on the rotor, so that was free. And I mean, that car is on its last leg. I mean, it looks good, but you look underneath there, she's shot. I mean, yeah, if I can get her through this winter, I'll strip it and get the radiator and everything to finish putting this car together. Worst case scenario, now that I'm halfway laid off again, a day to get the motor out and a day to put it in, because I can't afford to buy the crank now for the other motor. I can't afford to buy a radiator and can't afford to buy tires, so well, it is what it is. So we just kind of stick them back there for now. Alright, you guys, it's been outlaw tough.